Back. So Deku, in this one, Deku would get one for all. So All Might would come up to Deku after he's walking home, and he would ask him if he wants a quirk named One for All. Deku would ask, "How can I get a quirk?" and all these questions. He would explain the whole story, and Deku would say yes. All Might says, lift up your shirt. I want to see how muscular you are because this quirk, if it don't have the right trained body, it could harm the user. So Deku would, and Deku would be ripped enough to handle One for All. All Might would say, perfect, here you go, handing him a piece of hair, saying, you must swallow my DNA to inherit this quirk of mine. And so Deku would be confused, but he would eventually just do it, swallowing All Might's hair. After this, oh crap, I saved. Yeah, Deku would have punched, or they would tell him to try to train, and he would tell him not to use it because it could harm him some way. Wait, I have a good idea. Let me try something. Let me get a regular picture. Okay. But yeah, so Deku would say okay, and now he would go off, and he would go home. Next day he would go to Devil Beach, and All Might would say, this place has been cleaned by a person with some kind of heat quirk and turned into a dome for the person to stay here, he would say, and Deku would say, yeah, that was me. I did that quite a long time ago with my quirk, saying that I just molded all the pieces together. It was easier to just do that. All Might would say, really, young Maduro, or young Izuku, and All Might would have to ask, what's his last name? And Deku would say that I don't really have a last name anymore. I gave it away, you could say. All Might would ask, so do you not have parents? Deku would say if that person is even qualified to be called one. So he would say, okay, so what was your birth name? Deku would say, fine, it was Izuku Todoroki. And that's, hearing this, he'd say, Todoroki, you mean Endeavor Todoroki? So you're the second number 2 hero's son. Deku would say yes, but the rest of my siblings, really my half siblings. So yeah. So he would ask, so why don't you have a fire quirk? Deku would explain that what he was going for to, like, being with my mother was to let one of his kids gain the ability to control fire to a point to do other stuff easier and do other amazing stuff. But it ended up with me being born with this ability that he used to call weak until I trained it. And he would explain the whole story. So they would train, All Might would tell Deku to go all out. And they would be training. Deku would say alright, and he would run at him. All running at him. He would be like, he's pretty fast. And Deku would jump in the air. This is testing his overall abilities. And he would fly with him falling down, saying, he would take his hands out and would have made a fire or a heat ball and would have shot it. It would hit the ground, destroying it, turning the sand into glass from the heat. And then he would wave his hand, shooting out a heat wave that has burned All Might. All Might would throw a punch with Deku throwing a heat wave, which would cancel out each other. After a while of this fight, All Might would stop, saying that you're impressively strong. And now we're going to try one for all. You need to let the power flow. Deku would ask, what do you mean flow? And say, like, go through you. Deku, letting it click in Deku's mind. Did not focus it in one point. So yeah, he would do this. And it would turn on one for all. Full cow. And it would last for about a minute until it would go away. And he would continue to train. And he will be sent to Gran Torino's to do parkour training. And all kinds of stuff like that. But yeah. Deku would have 15% off the back, I'll say. So Deku would have charged at them, or take charge, and would continuously battle with him. And this is for the entrance exams. Deku would have got a recommendation from All Might, and I'll say he got Principal Nezzle to give him a recommendation too. Deku would be there, and Todoroki would be there too. Todoroki would see Deku but wouldn't say anything. So after this, the whole test goes down, but I'll say for the last test of the day, they had one-on-one battles of the top students. That would be Deku and Todoroki. Deku would get ready for a fight. Todoroki's just about to use his ice only. So yeah. So Deku would charge at Todoroki, blitzing him with speed with his normal one, dodging them off the... I see they're inside, so Deku can't jump off walls. Dodging it like a stain. That's when Deku would activate full cowling, using a handful quirk, which would confuse Todoroki. And Deku would charge and when it kicked the ice away completely, and it took his heat in his hands. And when he put his hand on his chest and would blast him away, beating Todoroki right then with the ice. And Todoroki thinking, if I only use my fire, But he says, no, I shall not use Endeavor's fire. So yeah. So this would make Todoroki mad, and he would go to UA. Deku would, and so it would practically get the same, but he had a recommendation, so All Might saved Uraraka. And so the tests are Deku dominating with his strength and speed domination. So yeah, Deku would have got first and all that. And after this, after a few days, the class has been told to pick representatives and what's it called? Oh yeah, presidents and all that. They would vote for Deku and Ida, ending up with Deku having won more than Ida because Ida voted for Deku. So actually, he wouldn't vote for Deku because Deku didn't know about the whole robot thing. So yeah, so I'll say Deku voted for Ida, and Ida would have passed with one more. And with them saying, so you're the vice president, Deku would say no. Momo can, and yeah. At the whole area, Deku and Murray was eating. And that's when somebody spawns, and or wait. People would come in and the alarm would go off. That would cause everybody there, except Deku, to go into a panic. And they'll be running out, with Deku seeing the media telling the rest of his team. And they would say, yeah, we should get them help. And so they would came up with a plan with Ida and would have did the thing, getting everybody's attention, and that's how this will end. See you guys next time. Goodbye.